Hello everybody and welcome back to our second adventure in Pokemon Legends Arceus in our hunt to get every single dark type shiny Pokemon. We didn't have much luck in our first adventure here, so hopefully today things can go a little bit better. That's what we're hoping for. We do currently have just the 4 shinies, which all came from Violet, where we can see we've got the Alola Muck and Grimer, Mightyena and Iron Chugulus. We had a bit of an unsuccessful little run in Sword and Shield yesterday, but as we said, we know it's the hardest one to do most of this in, due to the fact that, well, it is all random encounters, so it's more of the old school style of shiny hunting. But it's not too bad. We're at night, so we can get a good start looking for Murkrow today. As before, our main targets are Murkrow and no, our main targets are actually Spiritomb, Oshawott and Drapion. They're the ones that are going to be the most difficult in general. Like, everyone knows just how difficult Spiritomb would be, but in here with massive mass outbreaks it is more achievable. Add in the fact that you get Drapion spawning quite a lot on the beach, which is helpful, and Oshawott because we want the Hisuian Samurott. And behind the scenes I've been doing a little bit of grinding up the Pokédex entries on some of the dark Pokemon. Well, just in the general Pokemon itself. Today I'm planning on trying to catch one of each. Just natural catches that I can use to help me in the future. I feel like that's going to be sensible. We'll probably do it when we do massive outbreaks, because it's just easier to do the catching then. We're going to be catching everything when we do them. And then off stream I can then just level them up in the Obsidian Fieldlands, where they will not give me any spawns that will be shiny for this challenge. Not too worried if I get just general shinies, but the worst thing I could do is come along and try and catch a Murkrow and then I run straight into a shiny one. I will maybe look at how you need to defeat them. That might be something to investigate. See if we can do a few of them. That's going to be the hardest one, I think, actually defeating them. But then I want to do that on the stream as such, otherwise it's a bit of a waste of time. We'll do that after this, I think. We'll have a little look through our Pokédex at the dark types and see what we need to do to perfect them. Like, some of them are embarrassingly empty, let's be honest, for me. I like to, as I said, I tried to do completing the dexes, and it ended up just making me angry because some of the tasks are so stupidly high. You know, I don't mind like the basics of do 20 odd moves, etc. That's fine, that's good, makes sense. But some of these are like do 70, and that's what pushed me away from doing them. But I've been working on the others with the sole intention of when we do the other types they'll be ready pretty much. So I've just been focusing on anything you can get in the Obsidian Fieldlands really to start with. I make a team of like 5 and then just go around and try and do a couple of them in each spell. So we're trying to do Barrel. We finished off Luxio. Strangely enough I had done Shinx and Luxray. But we wanted to do that one too. It was only a few Thunderfangs on that one. We're looking at most of the Wurmple lines to go with it. We've done Wurmple, hence why we get so many shiny Wurmples. And what was the other one we did? We're working on... We did finish off Baneri at last. That was one I just got a bit lax with. I'm still trying to just finish off my actual Infernape, The only thing I need to do is, I believe, stun it a couple of times and maybe evolve one more. So it's not terrible for that. But I'm hoping to get a few more massive mass outbreaks, and again, I'm happy to get some shinies in this session. I know like Scarlet and Violet is going to be pretty much targeted down perfectly for what we need to do. You can isolate everything, you don't run into clashes, but for this I know I'm going to bump into something shiny. Last time out we got a Snow which was nice. Well, it's a very nice shiny, to be honest. One of my favourites. So we're never going to complain when we get one of them. It's just as easy to run back here, to be honest, than get off. No, not you, not you, no, 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 go away, no, no. Never want to do your stupid balloon race. So like, we didn't get anything fair. First run, first expectations. So behind the scenes I've been trying to trim down the video for this. Like, our first two videos were well over an hour when we were doing our shiny hunts. So it was a bit crazy how long they were. So we are going to try and trim it down so it's a bit more fast powered. So we're not going to watch the whole catching process, just the encounter process more. That's going to be the goal. And so what would have normally been about 10 minutes of those first 4 catches has been trimmed down to about 30 seconds, because it's literally just like sparkle, 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 and just dictate or narrate what we've got run into. I think that will make it a bit more easy to watch, because 2 hours of me just talking about my sandwich hunts is not going to be that interesting. So I'm trying to trim it right down for the longer video, and theoretically we should only have 70 odd minutes. And the other side of it is I'm going to be putting a bit of, I may put like a little bit of like the blue, I'm going to call them bloopers, but unneeded shinies or phases are going to be put in there as well. So every time probably in this game we get something we don't need, or if we bump into something in Area 0 while hunting dinos, like, I think that's going to be one of the more difficult ones, but I have to check that because I don't know if there's many other dragons that can appear. That's the other thing I gotta just check. I know I was meant to check the Pokedex, wasn't I, this time? Strangely enough, I know I'm doing pretty well on Drapion because they kept appearing in my space-time distortions when I was doing my 31 hours challenge. But even that was, what, 50 odd shinies, and the video was so long. So yeah, that wasn't much help. So that's like the goal. We're going to trim everything down, make it a lot more digestible for people coming in. Let's just see. Skorupi, defeat a few more of them. Fire moves, and see it use Poison Sting. So it's going to be a bit more difficult than I thought, to be honest. We'll catch one and we'll beat one up quickly. We've got fire moves, so we can do 2 in 1 stone. I'm just doing agile because I think I've done enough, but as I said, I'm still trying to remember a lot of what I do and don't do on this game. A bit of me would like to be able to open the Pokedex in battle. But we may just try and beat a few of them. Let's see what we have to do for Murkrow then. So Murkrow is defeat with rock moves, which I definitely can't do with the team I've got. So we'll beat one just because we can. But see, rock moves are one of my least favourite things to do. I know I've done everything I need to do with Samurott, so I'm not that worried. So I might try and teach one of them a rock move But we're going to just walk along this beach and beat all the screwies while we can. Yes, it's a little bit time consuming, but as I say, I don't really want to run into some. If I miss, why can't you just use poison? Like the poison sting thing I can go and do, but defeating them and fire move, defeating them is something I have to do against them, so there's no point really wasting time on those because I need to make sure I get a rock move set up on something on my team. So we can head over to the trainer person over there. Like most of these things can probably learn like powerful moves. So why can't you just use like that? Just use something smart. Like roost for me. So that's what we need to do a bit of. I don't really, as I said, I don't mind it. I want to try and grind through all of these things eventually. As I've said, I would like to try my luck at the Laughington Challenge, but I'm a long way from there, I feel. That's the key thing I've got to remember. Like, we're still... it's a very time-consuming thing. It would be worth filming the whole lot if we're going to do it, but I don't know if I would want to stream it all because I don't think I would enjoy doing it without being able to share the journey together, and that's the best way I would put it. I always feel the journey is much more important than the accomplishment nowadays. So I've done so many things where I've played games for hours and hours and never really have anything to prove for it. But if I can share it with people, I just feel like I would enjoy it so much more. That's why I was really trying to find a way to make the Forever Look work for me. But I did find the paperwork just too much to keep up on. I didn't enjoy doing all of it. As I say, once you get to run 30-ish, or even a bit lower if you do a lot more encounters, and only playing like purely on the Switch, you're literally done. You'll find yourself going to one location to catch one of 4 things every game, but the majority of the game is done. Like I learned that the best way to do it is not to go deathless. Sounds strange for a Nuzlocke, but if you go deathless, you're just going to keep piling up the high level Pokemon that mean you have to deal with a lot of obedience issues. Oh, I survived that? Wow. Yeah, so that's why I kind of stepped away from it. I really wanted to enjoy it, but I couldn't. I did do pretty well, because I got to, I believe, nearly 200 Hall of Famers, maybe, or was it 100? But my runs were getting too repetitive for my liking. But I did learn some more strategies for my own personal Nuzlocks if I do some in the future. And as I've mentioned, we would look to do a monotype run of something. But I want to try to focus a bit more on the shiny hunting, because that's why we came to do the streaming. So we could do some challenges like this. Kind of just enjoy ourselves and see what happens. Our goal at this rate is just to get all of the dark types in 1 month. Next month, I've got some ideas, but I should try and cross-reference that I don't have to hunt the same thing again. But I don't think that's going to be too easy to do. Now I would like some massive mass outbreaks this time, or just an outbreak. As we said, we caught a Scroopy, didn't we? I think. Yeah, so we caught one, but we got some more work done on one. So we just need to defeat one and use Poison Sting a lot. Not too difficult. but again, it's an off stream bit to do. Otherwise we're just wasting our hunting time, really. It's just not what we want to do. Oh, and that is good, yes, I think. As always, we will do our rule, where we will hunt for the things we need, then do berries, then maybe do stars. I set the rules up to be like this, so I never really run out. When I did the last challenge, I stopped doing the berry hunts. So my berry numbers really dropped, but we got ourselves well up in the totals. And we have one of the most rubbish selections I've ever seen. Okay. It is still night time, so we'll go... You know what, we're actually going to go to sleep first. I think they'll stick around if I do this. If they don't, I miss nothing. We can check the crows, drapions and stuff, then go up and get the apom. This is where we get our first unwanted shiny, isn't it? The good thing about doing this at night is I get a check on that Dusk Noir every time. It's only worth going round this map at night. It would be interesting to see whether I just get a basic alpha encounter while doing this challenge. For some reason my alpha shiny luck has been really good this year. Like last year we tried doing some, and even maybe the year before, and we weren't getting any. I think when I did my proper trying to build a shiny living dex, I got 2 alpha shinies in what was about 2 months. But I was doing like all the massive outbreaks and everything. It's kind of why I got turned off by it all. I think I kind of burnt myself out when doing that. Okay, nothing there. Was there anything? Okay, so this should still be normal over here. We'll go check this little area, then we'll go and get our apoms. At least they're not like aggressive ones, so they'll be good for berries. I also needed to double check whether I can't remember if I did the fire moves, it was just the poison moves I needed to do on the Drapions, the Scroopies. I still need to defeat a few more, so okay, we'll do that, but I don't need to worry about fire moves. So we have to beat 11 more. So we're not going to go mad on doing this now. It's just, if we see one on its own, we'll get it. We've got 10. We've got like quite a long session planned. Well, longer hopefully than most recent. As we've mentioned before, Legends Arceus is one you can sit and play for hours, but also get very frustrated very quickly playing. So I do want to do the Murkrow challenges though, but as I forgot to go and check whether there's a rock move one of these on my team can learn. I only really want to use my level 100 team for it, if possible, like, because most rock moves are rubbish, so I want someone who can actually learn Power Gem. Now, we'll go up to the rest in a minute, but we'll just do this. I haven't finished this one. How have I never finished April? I get so many shinies. But we're just going to catch. They're not too difficult to catch normally. So that should be our berries completely replenished. even if the rest do run away. Because they like to run away. That's a bop, and that's going to run away. What about you two over here? Are you running away? Bop. Okay, well, I think we just about got a replen on our berries then. That's kind of annoying. There was a Happini one up here, wasn't there? And as always, there is the freebie box for the shiny giveaways, if people are interested. It's going to cost a few channel points, but it's there, designed to give the supporters something in return. Because if we get the massive outbreaks in the Maya lands, there's a good chance that we get Skorupi there as well. So we only really are targeting 2 maps. Oh, 3 maps actually, because I keep forgetting that the Icelands counts for anything. Because I only go there when there are massive outbreaks, because I need the Oshawott, don't I? I always forget the Oshawott. It is a forgettable starter really, isn't it? It just seems like a discount version of Piplup. But just a shiny would be nice today. Togepi. I knocked off my marker, didn't I? So I'm hoping I get this right. No. There we are, here's the Quillfish. Okay, so it's basically just head towards this island and we should hit the Quillfish. I don't really need to go too mad. Putting a new marker up. We'll just carry on and see whether we do. They're all Shellos, aren't they? And they look different, don't know why. But that's just part of the game, I guess. I think there are potential quailfishes around here, or quillfish. And I know there is that other little bit of the map that we tend to avoid, but it is a water encounter, so... Like, I think we've mentioned the only real dark type we can get is on the Obsidian Fieldlands. It's technically Eevee and the Quillfish, but the Quillfish, there's only like 1 on the map. Or 1 or 2 on the map, and Eevee's so rare, there's no point going for it unless you're doing the outbreaks for it. So that's why we're not going too crazy for it. So let's play on with this. Now, part of me is getting to that stage where I do the same map. I know I don't like it. Again, nothing really here. Might as well. This is still the best map without needing to reset, to be honest. I know the Obsidian Fieldlands gives me a couple of things, but the reality is those couple of things don't do too much. They got the Stunky, but they do have a load of Murkrow, so they're the 2 types I can get in other games. So that's why I'm sticking to this one. And I wanted to get back to the weird air, please. I still prefer running. I will always say I prefer running and then jumping up. And then when you land, you just carry on going. I just prefer the movement of this way. So, we've got our route down pretty well now. Sometimes there's a couple here, but not very often. Most of this is the bugs, so we know. We kind of like to peer into this corner. You can get a couple, but we don't need to commit to going down there. That's what we've learnt. That's the good thing. The more you learn, the better. So your routes will become a lot more efficient. Because you will get the Merc Crows through here. And they sort of mix with a few other types, but it is what it is, as they say. We just carry on. And then we go and take on our Skorupi Drapion area, which is just down here. See, once we get the Drapion, we're golden, because we only need the Drapion really, we don't actually need the Skorupi. It's just easier to catch Skorupis. Oh, it's easier to check the Skorupi. I forgot to do the check again, didn't I? Oh, what do we have that I know I need to do some stuff with here? As we said, we've got to defeat a couple more of these Skorupis, so let's try and use Pokemon that we need to use moves on. I think it's close combat on the Glade. Oh, that's not a Skorupi. I was hoping that would be a Skorupi, to be honest. There we got another one. Maybe it's... no, it won't be Leaf Blade. No, I just don't really mind. As long as we beat them, that's all that matters for this challenge. This part of it. We don't... as we said, we need to go and check that rock move on some of these. If I can beat all the Skorupis, then we know we don't need to touch this again on this run, so that would be helpful. That's the key thing. Whatever it is to make this slightly easier. We've got 6 more to defeat. I'm going to try a strong style. I can't remember if it's strong style or agile I need to do with Glade, but I know for a fact we've finished Samurott, and I'm, as we say, well, I keep forgetting what I need to do with who. Where is Glade? There it is. It is close combat, and it is agile, which is great. I just did strong. But as you see, there's quite a lot to do on them still. I forgot who else I've got on the team. I've changed a few of the pictures so they're actually all the shinies that I've got over the years. There's another one, but I think I've just used up all of my close combat, so we'll have to use something agile. Like, we could actually try a bit of cheesing it, see whether it will do Poison Sting on us. But I think it's too high a level to have Poison Sting still. But it has Swords Dance too. Interesting. I'm just trying to whack out some agiles. And this is only poison and bug, right? So psychic will still work. I'm assuming it'll be quite neutral, which is fine. We don't mind the neutral side of this. So 21, so we want to probably do the 4 over here. And then, as we say, we've finished off Skorupi for defeating it, and I can do the rest later today off stream. We'll try to see if it does have a Poison Sting still. This one's a little bit lower. Can we get some luck? The thing is, I'll just get some. We'll go and do Poison Stings on something later. It's not the end of the world. I would like to finish off knocking them out if possible. Yeah, fine. Oh, look at Drapion too, actually. Be an interesting one to. I want to fight, but I just want to just knock them all out. Okay, another one down. We have 2 more to beat. Did that Murkrow sneak into the battle? It didn't, luckily. I feel like I've done a lot better on Drapions, as I said, because they keep turning up in the distortions. Thank you for the follow, Josh. Hopefully you enjoy our challenge here. As we mentioned, we're trying to get every single Dark-type Pokemon in the month of March. The main goal is, well, we play each game like a couple of days of the week. This is our second spell on Legends Arceus. We didn't get anything on day one. There's only 13 dark types in this, and 2 of them I'm 100% not bothering to hunt in this game, being Sneasel and Weavile. Elsewhere, the main target is Spiritomb, Oshawott and Drapion. Hello boy from Belgium, how are things? Yesterday didn't go too well for our shiny hunts. Let's be honest. We know Sword and Shield is a lot harder than we want it to be. So that's kind of where we got stuck. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do Sword and Shield, really. Do I want to do purely targeting one at a time? Or do I want to spend like little half-hour spells on each thing and just bounce between the 3 main ones we're after, 3 or 4 main ones? But I've also got to check the weathers because of Absol being very weather dependent. I feel like that's going to become one of the more challenging aspects of our run, basically. I would just like a shiny again today. I'm not too worried if it's not a dark type, but I feel like I like to get a few done. Nice. Where are you hunting Wingo? In Scarlet and Violet or in one of the other games? So there are... Oh, Sword, that's... So you're going through the same pain that I'm going through Sword. Do you have much luck hunting in Sword and Shield? In all my time there, I've got 3 encounters, like random encounters or overworld encounters, whichever way you want to put it. Shiny. I spent ages looking for Wooloo and Nickit just off like last year, thinking I'm going to try and do some. Didn't get anywhere with that. Oh, we have a shiny. But I didn't really pay much attention because I wasn't looking. Is it just this down here? Can we like land, please? Where did it go? Is it you? Perfect. We got a tentacle. We'll catch it. We like to catch them all. I'm pretty sure we've got tentacle caught many times. Are you doing the method where you're doing the knocking out 500? So I tried it for some, like for Wishmarot was the main one I was hunting for another challenge. And I got to nearly 2,000 encounters and I just didn't understand why I found like 1. And I had knocked out 600 or 700. So I stare at the videos and I just don't quite understand how they work. Now, this time we need to go and get a rock move on one of our Pokemon. Let's remember that this time, so we can complete Murkrow. So we're getting a bit better on Glade. Tentacruel, as you can see, rubbish filling out with this, and we've got loads of shinies of that one. So I'm not so sure it does make too much difference. Fair enough. well done with the Wingo, I think. Let's just move this to another box. Where did... I swear I caught a Skorupi. Did it escape? You'll remember to catch one of them. I won't be racing for a Wingo at all. I would probably end up getting it in Scarlet Violet if I was going to go for it. Yeah, I would have this in the completed decks. We're going to stick it in here. Now, rock move, rock move, rock move. Let's go and see if anyone can learn a rock move. I'm in a community that do a few more shiny hunts and stuff, which are quite fun to do. You're the person that teaches me moves, aren't you? Yes. Can you learn anything rock-like? Stealth rocks? That's not really going to do enough damage, is it? Rock slide and stone edge. Right, we'll risk a bit of rock slide. Why not? We'll check the others as well. Hopefully one can learn Power Jam. That's the main thing I want, Power Jam. Now, I'm not going to teach all of the moves unless it's Power Jam. Is Power Jam not a TM? I can false swipe on here. I personally despise Masuda. It probably is better, but I hate doing it. That would be the best way I would put that. But I prefer Masuda in Scarlet and Violet because you can just leave the game up while you go and do something. That's what I prefer. But when it comes to Sword and Shield, technically it's going to be a lot faster. But I've never really tried Masuda hunting properly enough to be the best for the opinion on that one. Like, in this, I'm going to have to do a little bit for Mascherano, or no, Mouse, the new starter, the grass starter, and also a Lowland Persia and Meowth. They're the main two I've got to really target. You know what, I'm going to try and get these bags because they're annoying me, because they're always on whatever is here. So, as always, we do these two, then we're going to do berries, because it's quite a bad one, this one. No. But then I'm not really too experienced in Sword and Shield for shiny hunting. That's the other side of it. Like, when it comes to shiny hunting, I've done a lot in here. And I kind of did a bit on Scarlet and Violet because, well, it's easy. Is that now gone? Yes, so I can see. Oh, how did you not see me? No, go for that one, please. But as I said, I don't really do too much on any of the other games because I never really did much shiny hunting before. Like, I'm from the original gens, and unless you were with loads of people that knew a lot about shiny hunting, you didn't really know too much about it. So that was kind of where I was with it all. So I came back to Pokemon 4 Sword and Shield after stopping when Ruby and Sapphire came out. I did play Ruby, but it was before there was a way to know how to play the game well, so I just didn't really get very much done. So we know there's like no dark types on this map. But I'm going to go and have a quick look at Snowrun because I need it for a bingo challenge that I stupidly gave as first redeemed. So I need to go and get another one anyway. But I'm trying to work on the KO method. Like I did loads of Wooloo and Nickit, but everything else in Sword and Shield I've got nowhere near clearing. It's horrible how far behind I am. That was a good idea, wasn't it? Let's throw a sticky glob at something I could have just caught. Let's try this again. Nope. Can you throw it at this thing, please? I don't really care if you all run away. To be honest, as long as it's not the shiny one that runs away. But I did a lot of work to build that save up so I could shiny hunt on it. Mainly for the DAs. Got the shiny charm, played through the whole game like a second time just to get the shiny charm, because in the first time I played it I caught all of the DA Pokemon. Not really knowing that you could do proper like repeat shiny hunts. Like it was way before like I did enough studying to understand what was going on. But over the last few years I've learned quite a lot, played a lot of Nuzlocke, done a bit of shiny hunting and want to focus on more shiny hunting. So that is the goal with what we're doing with our series on here. So yeah, we managed to up our berry total, which was key on that little run. And what are we up to? Yeah, so as we said, we try to make sure we do stay well on top of the berries. Yes, I've got 88, but remember you can't buy them. So because you can't buy them, that's a problem. That's the key thing with them. It's very frustrating. It's one of the few items you can't buy or make. So you have to make sure you do the berry ones or you will leave yourself high and dry. Let's see what we do. We get a quillfish one this time. We get complete crap again. That's not good. Right, we will go to sleep. We can at least check some crows out. Hope for the best here. The only thing we're going to go for is the Machamps or Machops. See what appears out of them. See whether we get another shiny on this map. I believe this was one of my best maps for shinies when we did the challenge. We had a very strange thing where, even though we did every map the same amount of time, but not necessarily times, all bar one map pretty much had the same like total, or give or take one or two. Like one was really bad, but the rest were pretty average. I think we had something like 12-ish per map. One ended up getting 13 or 14, and the other one got like 10, so it sort of averaged out really nicely. And remember, we do actually have, is that an Eevee? No, it was a berry. It may have been an Eevee. Right, we put a rock move on here. Let's get going. Okay, you stand still, please. Mr. Micro, we need to knock you out a few times. Hopefully, I didn't put it on them, did I? I actually had to put the move on. I taught it, but didn't put it on him. Oh dear. Let's change some moves. Rock slide. You don't have anything else down there, do you? Probably get rid of this because it misses a lot. We're not doing any competitive battling. I like having something like focus. Let's try this again. Energy so we can do some moves and take some hits. If we do any encounters with things that we need to have hit us, or just see them use a move, it's nice to have something that I'm not going to knock something out straight away with. There another one here somewhere. No, you're Drift Bloom. We've definitely done Drift Bloom. Actually, I should be a bit more careful. Yeah, because this is outbreaks, isn't it? We can knock these out at the end. No, we don't get the Drapion, which is not helpful. You know what, we're going to go up and do the outbreak first this time. And then run down the coast with the artillery. Then we can check the ocean, see whether our quillfish are there. Always helpful one to go and look for. Yep, so we've got a few more macros. We would, I'd love to get one shiny dark type today. Just one would do nicely. I don't even care if it's like the easy one like a Stunky. The other thing I've got to remember is Murkrow is not like the most essential thing to go for. Why can't you just throw it on this one here? Well, there's one more here, lurking around. Boom. Oh, and you over here. Oh, there was one behind me. Is that it? Oh no, you've escaped again. Okay. Well, that was my berries all done. We want to check down here. It's another good spawn. Maybe get the Skorupi. We need 2 more to be knocked out, and then we're as good as done. But while we're here, we can get a Murkrow beat. I know the one thing I don't need to do is catch any. There is a Skorupi. That's right, so we only got to like beat the Skorupi. So we can just go back to probably close combat. Thank you. Oh, that's them actually all done. That's actually even better. That one's one of the weird spawns because it's not usually they kick them out when you do the outbreaks, but for some reason the Murkrows still spawn there. I know there's quite a lot of these we need to do with the rock move, so it's That's why we're being a little bit more cautious and just going for probably the full amount of PP per run. As we said, all rock moves are terrible. Yeah, doesn't help that I've actually taken all of the legendaries out of this game. Right, so where are we going? We are going up here. See, if we catch a Skorupi as well, we could probably do some of the Drapion stuff. Which is just as important, I think. Yes, Drapion doesn't spawn much, but it is a potential spawn in the outbreaks and stuff like that, so we need to just be aware that that is a thing we can run into. So should be a Murkrow up here. Just a normal one, good, that's important. Just normal ones are fine. And I've also said I don't really like keeping the shinies on my team because I always trick myself with the music. Or, you know, the shiny noise. Thinking I've encountered one but didn't realise. Or we knew we'd miss a few. That's why I was hoping somebody could learn Power Gem. I probably could look through what else I've got and somebody could learn it. But I'll side up to my Murkrow spot. Let's check my Quillfish and then we can head back. The question today will be, can we get to 100 of those apples, of the berries from Munchlax? That will be our challenge for today. Will we reach the 100 mark? I think we've got to probably get there. Unless we have a few runs where there are no berries. Or they're like annoying things that run a lot. And also, this is all going to be, all of these streams are going to be put up as VODs on the Voices Lock channel, starting in April though. One a day. I think it's best if we put this on like the month after it's all done, because then the complete challenge can go live as close to the beginning of April as possible. But any of the actual shinies we need are going to go on the shiny hunting channel. So like that tentacle won't make it on the list. It's not important enough to worry about, if we're honest. It's just going to be added to whichever pile needs it, really. So what have we done? Machop. We need to defeat a few more Machops, evolve some, and defeat with flying moves. That's doable. As we said, we'll get Poison Sting done in our own time. And we're going to hope to do the defeating and rock moves today as we go along. And then I'll do the roosts in my own time later. I would like to be able to go to the Maya Lands at some point, but I need the outbreaks to happen. Let's do this again then. The main reason we do this one is because there are 3 lines compared to just the 2 on the others. We'll go and get a few more done on the Murkrow knockouts as well, which should help with our goal. As we say, this is always going to take a little bit longer. We can't just pop a sandwich and make one. I do want to double check this area. Do any spawn here? Is it only bugs? Yes, it is only bugs. Like sometimes this little area can have a couple. It's one of those strange ones that can have 3 or 4 potential spawns. The other thing we need to really look at is the Hunch Crow, see what we're doing on that. I don't think we're doing too well on that one, to be honest. If we're honest. Are you? Where are you? I thought it would have made some sparkly noise by now. And this is the main reason why I don't like doing long-term shiny hunting in these games, or any games really. Because you can have real bad dry spells. And yes, I know you shouldn't be guaranteeing one all the time. But that's kind of where it gets a bit frustrating. So we got some more up here. Sometimes. There's another one of these. A couple of spawns. There's a normal work crow, and we'll leave that one for now. So I don't want to get too involved with all those drapey and scroopies. We'll probably do this one. And we only get a chance to do about 10 per run. And we're bound to miss 3 of them. There's another one. I think at least 3 we're going to miss, aren't we? Let's be honest. We're not that ambitious. But we'll just keep going. Like, we know where we're going now. We've got our route down pretty well. That's an alpha. Really want to mess with that one. I think we're going to have to though. That's this move. We're going to go for that first. Hopefully we hit. Good. That one could do a lot more damage to my Inferno. In shock, we've now done 4 I think, and hit all 4. Was it 5 and 5? That's not right. It is 5, 6 and 6. What's going on, Inferno? You're impressing me. You are just a screw-up, okay. We don't need to worry about you. We did our screw-up work earlier. So we'll focus on it. As we said, we want to get as many of these done as we can. No point doing them in my personal time because that's when I hit the shiny. And that'll be worse if we hit the shiny when we're nowhere near. Okay, so we get fog, which I don't like. I'm not a fan of the foggy. It is still 9, I think. Yeah, because we got dust stocks out. Any other sort of things you can do on these maps, I'm pretty much just ignoring. I know it's probably stupid, but I gotta think for time. Now, if I get the other types, I'm not too worried in other times when I'm doing this. As we said, like, the goal is It doesn't matter if I've got both evolution lines. The idea is just to try and get them all as much as we can. I can't believe we've actually hit 8 in 8. Let's see. It does prove that some of these things are a lot easier to achieve than others. Let's be honest. Like, finally missed one, and I think that was our last one. Just to be annoying. Yeah, so, okay, we're done with the rock moves on this run. We can still beat a few more. I've forgotten what the total is I've got to do, but we'll find out when we get back. Actually, I think we've defeated enough. We've just got to defeat with rock moves. I think it was only 25 we had to beat. So as we said, one that would be really fun to get would be a shiny alpha in this, not necessarily just a dark, just a general one, because we are touring the map a lot. But the other side of it is we are not doing any proper mass outbreaks, so we're only doing 3 or 4 types. So we shouldn't get any that way. In fairness, I've only ever got one shiny alpha out of a massive mass outbreak once, which was my Gumi. But this macro also works out quite nicely for my bingo, because it's a super luck learner. But again, a macro could be done in Scarlet and Violet if need be. It's not something I've got to exclusively target for this game. I'm only really doing it because, well, we've got Drapion, Quillfish all in like a nice little line here. So it all kind of clicks together in a little circle for us nicely. And this just leads us over some Gyarados. Yes, could fast travel, probably get a lot more runs in, but at the end of the day, the goal is to get as much done as possible, see as many as possible, and if we get a shiny, we get a shiny. Do a little bit of a detour out here. It's just the tentacles there, isn't it? Thank you, and well done with your weasel. I did get myself a water type shiny today. Not one for the challenge, but it's still a shiny's a shiny. We got one of the most famous water types, a tentacle. So I'm doing a little bit of completing the Pokédex as well for today's challenge. So I need to do a few more rock moves to finish off 3 more times, and then we're done with Murkrow. And I will do moves myself between streams. I've been trying to do a bit more of completing some of the Pokédexes, just to give us some better odds, but I don't want to do the ones where I have to encounter things, because then if I encounter it, it could be shiny. Yeah, we'll stick to this one. It's me trying to make up my mind about the maps. This isn't the most user-friendly for this type. I think that's probably the best way to put that. I'm just going to clear us out. I'm very obsessed with making sure the bag is as empty as possible. Right. Now let's go. It's probably one of my best traits if I'm going to do the other challenges. Not let the bag get packed. What do we have? We have a Maschiff. Why do we get all the dark types when we're on stream in the game, but never in my game? I'm still hunting for my second one ever. Not as lucky as some people who get 2 in 5 minutes without the shiny charm. You know what, let's see. Can I have a look at this? No, not you. No, it's too far away. I have to see if I could see how badly we are away from finishing off Hunchcrow. But we can do that the long way. Right, we need to beat 3 more Murkrows. Where are you? There's got to be one in here somewhere. No? Well, there's one. And there's another one right there. We're waiting for afterwards. So we can get 2 in quick succession, I hope. And where's the other one? Here it is. And I've got to remember to catch one as well. Got to catch one. Maybe 2. That would be quite good if I could catch 2, actually. That should make those roosts. Oh, actually, no, that's Magikarp's roost. Actually, I think you have to have damage done to you, don't you? So maybe like something like a Shinx might be quite fun for the roosts. Okay, so that's them done for. Defeated with a rock move. Okay, you can just get bopped and you're going to be our friend. Okay, so we've got one ready. We will probably put that in the box where it needs to go. Let's see if we can grab a Skorupi. Okay, because I don't think I actually caught one when I thought I did. Okay. So that's that side of it done. We've caught the 2 in this level. Probably need to go and catch a Quillfish too. May need a couple of them because I think I probably need to do evolutions. I'm not sure if I've got to do a few on Quillfish. I tend not to do too much with them because water is a thing I hate in this game. Like most people probably hate the water. But I should have done this last time so I could have done the bit between sessions to complete the moves being done. Because I don't really mind just wandering around the Obsidian Fieldlands doing these. They won't take too long because, well, they are level 30, yes. There's some really low level stuff that's aggressive, so you just take them on, really. I will double check if there's any other things I need to defeat in that area. But for the most part, we're in a good place with that area. As we said, we don't want to go to areas where we can find something we need. So we may even go to the Icelands as well, but they are higher level. But I am going to be hunting Snorunt in my free time. So, yeah, there's plenty we can do. It's much better to have everything caught. So we're going to probably do the same. Go and catch a Stunky and a Quillfish and work on those 4. I don't need to worry about Oshawott, it's already perfected. We're not touching Sneasel in this game because, well, space-time distortions take too long and Scarlet Violet is easy. I will need to try and catch a Spiritomb, just 2. But we haven't had a single Spiritomb outbreak. It's a little bit annoying. I swear there's another something I needed to catch, but I've forgotten what it was. What was it? I think it's 13 in this game. I can never put my finger on what they are. I always forget one. We're going to go catch this Quillfish. Maybe not the alpha. But maybe so. Okay, here we are. Okay, the question is, what do we need to do on this? We still need to defeat a few of them, actually. Oh. defeat them with ground moves. I don't think I've got ground moves, so we'll just do fighting for now. I will have to look at somebody who can get a ground move next. I did not realise we got the whole party here. I need to defeat Driftblim with dark moves at some point. But we're going to go now. We did the one we needed to do. So that's another one we've got ready to do some work on. There it is. We went to catch it. We caught one, didn't we? We caught one and knocked one out. But we will need to knock some more out. But I might as well go and get a ground move ready. We're going to do that. Lucario might be best for that because it doesn't get affected by the still moves or the dark moves. So let's see if Lucario can learn a ground type move. While we do that, let's just double check what are the types we can get here. I completely forgotten, there's definitely another type I forgot. Okay. Wrong game. We don't want sword. We know that's going to be later problems. We want just the PLA. So, oh, it's Umbreon. I always forget Umbreon in this game. Yeah, so it's Murkrow, Hunchcrow, Stunky Stunkhank, Sneasel, Weavile. They're your evolution, and Quillfish and Overquill. So there you got 8. Then you get Drapion, Spiritomb, Sourot, Gyarados, and Umbreon. Yeah, so it's not horrendous for what we need to do. Yeah. But we said that there's a few we're not bothering with because they're not in the games. Well, Sneasel's easier somewhere else. So that'll be fine. Like, we don't mind that. Yeah, I want to put them somewhere safe. I'm filling up my alpha box just because I want to keep things safe, really. So these are the things I've been working on behind the scenes as such. We'll just delete these lot because we don't want them. And see whether Lucario can learn a ground move to help me with all the Quillfish. Because we may as well get them defeated while we can and get the ground move done. At the same time, I feel like Lucario will be the best bet for that, really. Of the 6 I've got on my team anyway. I think there's probably going to be able to learn something like Bulldoze, yeah. Anything slightly powerful? No, well, I think Bulldoze will do, won't it? Should be enough to knock them all out, to be honest. It's something I've never really actually done in this game, is looked at these things. Get rid of Rock Smash for now. We've got 2 fighting moves. We got Crunch for the Driftblims as well, if they are in the area. Oh, finally, we got something here. So I'm hoping we can get a Spiritomb here. At least just catch one, so we could perfect the decks. I'm pretty confident I've caught enough over the years. Probably defeated enough. But we will have to check. Everything is sort of up in the air right now. We have 3 Skorupi outbreaks. But no Spiritomb ones, of course. Okay, well, let's see if we get some luck with this then. We are going to fly over, I think, a couple of Murkrows that can appear here. I'm not sure about this corner. Oh, we're in this corner, are we? Oh, that was a good start. What did I say I needed to do? Defeat. I do need to defeat them, so... Okay, that was not the best move. I should have checked the move I need to use, shouldn't I? That did not knock it out. That's how bad my... Again, we only need to get one of this line. That's the key thing we've got to remember. There's a big Drapion. But we have to also remember I haven't actually perfected this line yet. Or any of it. That was the Drapion. I wasn't meant to catch the Drapion. No. What? Defeat it with a ground type move. Okay, Lucario, you can come and play. And the other Scroopy's just coming to join the party. I'm hoping this will do enough, to be honest. It's not enough, but they can't hit me with poison. That's why we went with Lucario, to be taught the moves than anything else. But you can just destroy the other thing with whatever you want, Lucario. It's your choice. Probably Aura Spear. Should do well, you're probably good at that. Nope, that wasn't enough either. Wow. The thing is, none of these are like special ones either. So they could actually get a second one. Oh, there it is, over there. I think that was the last one. Oh no, there's another one over here. I'm just going to catch this one because I can't be bothered to fight it. Okay, but you will fight them. We know it wasn't enough to kill, so I'm going to try and do some big damage early, so I don't waste the PP on Bulldoze until we defeat it. So we know crunch and this doesn't work, but we also know it cannot really do much to me. Okay, so it doesn't get a new spawn, that's fine. I don't really know why I went to the furthest one away first. Let's just fly. Another Drapion. I may try and actually just fight the Drapions if they don't get in the way. I was actually expecting that to break out. Okay, so that was pretty easy. Not a second one. Disappointing. The best thing is we have two berry ones too. Let's check this one out. Oh no, we're way too close on this one. This is a horrible one, isn't it? We've made that one angry. Good start. Where did I go and catch that? I didn't want to catch it, I wanted to fight it. And that one. Hopefully that one might break out. Well, that's good. So at least I get one to fight. Let's see what close combat does then. That's better. So we'll go and try and do one of the berry ones. If this is it, that is. It would be kind of nice if one did get the second swarm, but nope. Where do we go for these then? Nope, not here. Further over. What is it? It's up here, is it? What if we need to do for a Hippowdon? They're not going to attack, are they? Yes, okay. Defeat with grass moves. Okay. Where is Leafeon? I think we get them for defeating. Do we get the berries for defeating? Yes. It's not the end of the world. Might as well do the old 2 sticks. Nope, they're runners, okay. We will try the haunters as well, see what we need to do to haunt her. I think that's all of them. Yes, so let's just say we'll check the haunters. Might as well do everything we need to do. Actually, this can fly us over the bog. There are the Stunkies and the Stun Tank, especially the Alpha. Well, no shiny noise, so we're going to say no. Because that's the problem with this map. There's not much there. We'll go and catch one of them actually a bit later. Let's see what we need to do to haunt her. Defeat with dark moves, okay. And scare with the Scatterbugs. I was doing those actually in the past, but I got bored. We got crunch on this thing, so this should be enough to deal with all of these. 1. And they go for poison moves, which is even better. 2. And finally, finally used a move that's going to hurt me. And 3. Oh, there's a Gengar. What does Gengar need doing to it? Only using moves? Wow. Might be worth trying just to catch that one because it's an alpha. Part of my alpha decks. I said we have been working towards that slowly and painfully over the few years. Should have just avoided that one, I think. Where is the Gang Garrison coming after us? That's good. No. That turned on me. Oh, okay. That's gonna hurt, isn't it? We did survive though. Well done, Lucario. Normal crunch does for that. What else is here? What's around here then? Oh, you. So that was another easy one to get done. Where else are we? I shouldn't spend too much time on these if I'm honest, but we've run out. Should do the business. It is a poison type after all. That all of them? No? Oh, there's one lurking over there. Okay, have we got... Actually, we got you. You have dark moves, don't you? I always forget that you're actually a dark type. And we'll go and catch a Stunky. I think that's it now. Yeah. So we'll go and catch a Stunky. And then we'll head back. Because we know we've got to do a lot to these things as well. Got to defeat 40. Wow. Fair enough. Get a couple done while we're here then. Just the normal ones are quite low level, so. That's a Krogunk. We don't care about Krogunk. There's another one. Okay. Another one here. Like, we might as well use up all of the PP on this tour, like, there's no point not getting a few done while we can, especially on the lower level ones. Because, like, for example, I might do Poison type next or something, so at least Stunky would be complete. And I saw one over here. Probably be the last one for this little run. Oh, there's two in this battle. Oh, there's a Krogunk. What do you want? You're just a frog. We don't want frogs. But you know what, that... I imagine that will probably need to be beaten by a flying type or psychic type. But we'll see what happens if we do. Let's see if it does help. Anyway, any more just in this area? There's one over here. So, we got a few that more than we thought we would get done. Considering we need to do 40, might as well take advantage of this while we can. Okay. And we're just going to put it to night time and go and look at the macros while we're here. Why not? See if we get lucky with the Spiritomb too. Get rid of some stuff. We've got to 100 of the berries, which is really good. See if we can knock out a couple more on the way through. Yes, a few more. They do respawn quite quickly. We can also check if the Hunchcrow spawns, what we need to do to that. But if we've only got to do the moves on the Stunky, it's not so bad. But we did say we need to defeat 40. The pain. And this is kind of what I said about why I've never done the Lavington challenge. Some of them just drive me crazy how many you've got to do. You know what? I'm close to finishing off Graveler, aren't I? Let's get some Graveler done. I keep forgetting there's a couple that I'm a bit closer to finishing. This was one I could easily do, but I'm here, so let's do it. And I probably should have used close combat with Lucaria. We're not going to spend time on them. We're only going to go look at the Hunchcrows. Otherwise we're just spending too much time on things that don't matter for what we're doing on this challenge. The worst thing I can do is dilly-dally around. I can do all of the other bits and bobs whenever I want. Like Graveler's easy to find in Obsidian Fieldlands too. The one thing that's positive is I don't need to worry about fighting them, the Murkrow anymore. But I do want to see what I need to do to the Hunchcrow. Well, that was a strange noise. I need to catch an alpha. Defeat 10. I've never defeated one. Wow. I don't think I've even got a fairy move on me. There's some very strange noises being made. We're only got it because it's an alpha. So we could probably work on a few of its moves as well. Okay, so we know there's not much here. I believe that was the last alpha we needed, which is good. Let's go then. Caught quite a lot that time. And we'll move the ones we need to keep and throw away the rest. We may keep the Drapion actually as well. So we've done some good work on the Haunter there. Yeah, that was actually a lot better than I thought. Slow but surely. That's not actually that bad. Stunky, poison gas, acid. Okay, that's okay. Drapion we still need to defeat a few more and catch the alpha one more time. We've only got to defeat it with a ground move once more. And then moves we can do ourselves. We got to go and catch that one in the coastlines one more time. Defeat 10. And fairy moves, we can do the moves ourselves. That's not too bad. So as we said, we'll move them into the box, and that will be later today's targets to complete the moves. We'll try and do the defeating with a good outbreak. We can't promise that. And we don't want to be doing the outbreaks. So you can go into here. So can you. You know what, we may do the hip haldons while we can. We're going to put that on this side though. Everything else we'll just delete. As we say, we only want to do one at a time. We're not rushing through it. We've got plenty of time to do everything we need to do. And we can sort of scout around the obsidian fieldlands for like things we need to beat. So yeah, that's good. Like, a powder on needing bite could help with the drift blims. 2? No. Anyway, let's get back out there. Yeah, we'll go here. We're going to try and catch that one in the sky this time. That's the last time we've got to catch a hunch crow from the air. So that takes another one off our list. We're going to make it brand new night, just to be sure. But so far, even like an hour and a half in, we've only got one shiny today. We seem to have not had some good luck in this game. But as we said, we're going to be, after today, we're going to be looking to go for a little bit longer per session. Tomorrow is returning to Scarlet and Violet, and we may also do a couple of evening sessions. So we may get 2 in a day. Still deciding how to do that. Now we could even just do another run on this because they are relaxing to play. Do a bit of completing the decks while hunting them rather than being like, we've got to get this done. I'm just going to not catch you so you get out of the way. And then we stand here and we watch where you go. So I'm pretty sure it comes round, right round. Nope, okay. Perfect. So that's actually the last one from... Yeah, and that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. So now we know we've just got to defeat them, but we need the outbreaks for that. And I don't think it mattered what we used. But I think we're targeting more finishing off Mark Crow than anything else. We can just evolve it. That's the other rule I'm putting in. It doesn't really matter. And we will just evolve things. Hence why we're doing Skorupi and Drapiel. But at the end of the day, I should have done these a lot earlier. But there's no reason why I haven't. I've had this game since the day it came out. Why have I not finished the Pokédexes off? But then the other side of it is, if I do the full-blown Lavington challenge, I could have a brand new save with the name I want to use on it. Probably have way too many items again, because a lot of it is repeat. Which is fine, I don't mind that. I don't know. I mean, we've got to catch... No, we're going to fight the quillfish this time. Now that we have a ground move to hit them with. And I'm pretty sure they can barely touch the Lucario. Yes, so we got the Lucario at top. Because then if I did the Lavington challenge, I could get the Pokédex is complete, get a ton of items, and then have like a nice little save ready to use. But keyword there, but do I want to? As I say, I don't really want to casually do it, I want to do it as a series. But it's a lot of work, and I mean a lot. So I think my next goal is going to be to try and defeat enough quillfish that we don't have to worry we have the decks done where we only need to do the attacks with them. I think that will be the smartest choice. So then we can do the attacks ourselves today, a bit later off stream. Here we are. Oh, I think you should be able to knock this out. Do a bulldoze off the water. Yep, okay, one done. What else is here? Are they only drift bloom? Let's try and catch the alpha one. You know what, I thought there was more here, to be honest. Never mind. We'll worry about that a bit later. As well, so we might do a run just to try and knock out all the stunkies. That might be next. So we can get Stunky done for defeated. I think it will depend on where outbreaks and stuff are. But that will be like a good target, I think. We went and did them. I think we're going to be finishing off soon anyway. Okay. Try and beat that Hunch Crow Alpha as well in there. Start off our 10 defeats of them. Yeah, I only caught that drift because it was annoying me. So let's see what we have as an option here. So quillfish, as we said, defeat another 13. A few more ground moves, and yeah, just see some moves. You are move-wise Snarl Dark Pulse. Okay. The annoying thing is I've got to defeat them as well. Go straight back out. Oh, we get the good one. This is what we want. This does a couple of things that work for us. Berry time. Nope. Don't need to talk to the actual Munchlax. Okay. Murkrow Stunky. We will go here first. Because this could give me two, well, will give me 2 rounds of outbreaks. We may just try and defeat a couple around here. Like you. We know these are lighter levels, so this way we don't mind doing this. Because I think Stun Tank can learn. Well, moves that I don't like. Ow. Okay, well, We'll do a defeat. Oh no, we got all of them. Let's go. They're only 32, they're not going to do too much to me. Yeah, so we should be able to get some good... Like, that's bouncing off me, isn't it? Let's be honest. I may actually just fight them all. And then look, do poison moves, don't touch me. Go again then. Only two, I think. Oh, just the one. Interesting. Like, if I could really get all this done, it would be fantastic, really. What? Another one? I doubt I will have defeated enough stun Hanks. We'll see. There's one more that ran off, isn't there? There it is. There's another one. Oh, there it is. There's still more. Okay. I have to do the same pretty much with this. And their alphas. Great. I'm going to try and catch most of them, then we'll do a bit of fighting. Problem is, this could have flamethrower. It does have flamethrower. Let's try this for luck, I guess. That barely touched it. Okay, this was not a good idea. Come back to Dario. Okay, well, there's only two there, isn't there? So we'll go up to the macro. We're going for the knockouts now. It's not too important. And they didn't respawn. We're going to double check up here. See whether it is day or night. Looks like it's day. I'm going to go berries and belay there. Defeat with fire moves. I think I've only got 4 left, so not brilliant. That one looked kind of large. You want to fight? Let's have a fight. So at the end of the day, it hasn't been fantastic. Shiny hunt. But never mind. We might as well waste one more on this one. But the thing is, we've got everything. We don't have any more prepared for our next to go after. We can go and perfect a lot of these dexes and move on. We should have gone and done. No, never mind. We can't complete Stunky, can we? What are we at? 12 more we got to beat. That we're nowhere near. You know, we may come back and do one more run in this map just to do the Stunkies. We can also get one more defeat on. I think you're more than likely going to get a fairy move, aren't you? A training kiss will do, I guess. Which we can use on the that crow. The hunch crow even. Yeah, so there's nothing here, so it's good. That's good. I'm not having to go too over the top. So we need to do 12 more Stunkies. And then we'll go and beat the hunch crow once. And then, as we say, we can complete the rest ourselves between streams. Or back for when we come back into this game on the Saturday. That's a 1. Two. You never know. We may get lucky and get a shiny one. So, what? We got a tentacle, didn't we? Well, maybe could learn bubble. Actually, that might be good. Otherwise, it's see whether it's male or female, I guess. And we want to be careful of the big one. As we say, they kind of respawn, but we will have to probably sleep in the middle. You know what, you can just stay there then, if you're going to be annoying moves. That was something I needed Krogunk to do, that's quite good then. Just wish it wasn't on... that's the Krogunk. Where are these stunkies? No, we don't want to take that one on. Here's one more. Okay, another one down. Just plain old Geodudes, don't care about them. So I feel I will need to go longer in these 2 games if I want to hit my target. In this game at least. Wow. So, yeah. That's going to be a thing. But again, I'm going to have a lot more time a bit later in the month. Now Onyx wants to play as well, does it? No, they're always Onyx. I don't know, it's not telling me. Just run away. Yes, there's no more there. You, that's why we're here. What else? Sam? Yep, you. So in my head that means we've done 10. Right. That takes me to the alpha, I think. Which we don't want to do. Yeah, 2 more, and then we're done. Then we can fly back. That's a stun tank. I realised that was there. That's not helpful. There's one. Nope. You. And then we want one more, which could have respawned over here, but oh, there it is. Last one. Then we go to sleep and we go and take on the hunt strip, and then we finish for the day. I think that makes the most sense. So that was good. We wanted to get that done. So between sessions, I will be filling up those dexes. I believe everything but the quillfish will be complete. We actually can go down from here, can't we? I forget that's a thing. So we need to use... we have a shiny down here. Is it a Zubat? We literally landed and the shiny noise went off. Okay, maybe it's this way? Seriously, we landed and the shiny noise went off. Oh, it is a bat of some sort. Fine. Okay, well you're not going to run away, are you? That's actually quite fun, like, literally land and there's a shiny waiting for me. Anyway, we were actually meant to be paying attention here. We want to sneak up on this hunch crow. Didn't get the sneak up on it, but I feel like, well, it hurt most of itself, which was quite good. I'm going to have to go all out on this to hope this knocks it out. We want the fairy move to do the defeating. Good. And while we're here, we're just going to check the other macros, just to make sure that none were shiny. Okay. So we got a second shiny for today. We got a Golbat. So we'll head back. So now we can see our information is done. Except for Stun Tank, which we don't get too many anyway. So we'll probably work on Stun Tank as well. So we've just got to do Poison Gas and Acid Spray. Stun Tank is, as we say, defeated, but we could do the Venom Shock, Fire, Flamethrower and Strong Tile. And we've got this one to do, but we know we've got to beat a lot more, so we're not too worried about the Hunch Crow. So we'll go back to the village, and that is going to be it for today. So I hope you all enjoyed our shiny hunt, and until next time, thank you all for watching. Have a good rest of your day.